All right, so for number 5, we're going to convert each polar equation to a rectangular equation. Then we're going to show our work. So for these, you're going to have to kind of use all of the formulas that we just talked about in the previous number 4, 3 and 4. So you should know that r is the square root of x squared plus y squared, which is equal to 2. So therefore, if I square both sides to get rid of that radical, I get x squared plus y squared equals 4. Now you can stop here and recognize this as an equation of a circle. If you go and solve for y, then you're going to get the 2 halves of the circle, the positive root 4 plus x minus x squared and the negative square root of 4 minus x squared. So either really this answer right here or the answer at the bottom is acceptable. Okay? For the next one, you have to take the tan of both sides because remember tan theta is an identity that we just used. You know that tan theta is y over x, so therefore you also know that tan of pi over 3 is root 3 because that's really tangent of 60 degrees. So tangent of 60, sine over cosine. Okay? Y over x. So therefore now if you just multiply x by both sides, you get y equals root 3 times x. For the next one, cosine of theta is equal to x over r. Okay? And that just comes from solving that equation x equals r times the cosine of theta. So if I get cosine of theta by itself, I just basically divide both sides by r, and I can say that cosine of theta is the same as x over r. Okay? So if I replace cosine of theta with x over r, I get 7x. Divided by r, if I multiply r on both sides, it gives me r squared. Then finally, I am going to replace r squared with x squared plus y squared. Okay, that's an identity. So x squared plus y squared equals 7x. Now you've gotten rid of all of the thetas and r's. So really what you're doing here is you're trying to get rid of all of the thetas and r's and replace them with x's and y's. Okay, same thing for this one. You should first multiply both sides by cosine theta plus 2 sine theta. That gives you r times cosine theta, and then, of course, distributing the r gives you r cosine theta plus 2r sine theta equals 5. Now, r cosine theta is x, r sine theta is y, and you're done.